then welcome to your abs and mobility session. Okay, so we're going to go through some ab exercises. We're going to work for 30 seconds. You're going to get a 20-second rest. There are 8 different movements, and then we're going to do that twice. Okay, so it's 16 lots of work in total, and then we're going to move on to some stretching and mobility work afterwards. So we are just waiting for the countdown to begin, which you should be able to hear as well. Our first movement is an ab crunch. Okay, so feet are on the floor, we're lying backwards, and all you're going to do is slide your hands up to the top of your knees and back down again. Okay, so we will wait for the timer to start. Make sure that you've got enough room on the floor. Okay, and
exercise.
Off we go. Sliding our hands all the way up to our knees. Feet stay firmly on the floor. 30 seconds of work. Keep breathing.
Rest.
And rest. Okay, so 20 seconds rest. The next one we're going to do exactly the same position, okay, but this time we're going to try and touch our heels. If that is too difficult, move your heels closer or further away, okay? And off we go.
Exercise.
So tap the side of your heel, moving side to side. You should really feel this in your stomach. Don't forget to breathe. If that's too easy, move those feet further away from you. Too hard, move them in closer.
Rest.
And rest there. Okay, we are now going into leg raises. So, your back is firmly on the floor with your head on the floor. Legs go up. Hands by the side of you. All you're going to do is lower your legs as low as possible and then raise them back up. And
exercise.
Off we go. All the way down. Don't let your feet touch the floor and control them all the way up. Okay? You are not doing this as quickly as you can. This is a slow and controlled movement for the lower part of your abdomen. Keep going. Nearly there.
Rest.
And rest there. Okay, we are now doing a reverse crunch. So, feet go up in the air, hands by your side, cross your feet over at the top, and all you're going to do is lift up and ever so slightly move your legs up into the air.
Exercise.
Off we go. Cross your legs over and raise your legs up in the air. You will notice this is not a huge motion. Okay, it's very controlled, and you should feel this in the bottom part of your abdomen. Keep breathing. Okay, so we move our legs slightly up in the air. Keep going.
Rest.
And rest there, well done. Okay, our next one is a Russian twist. Okay, I'll move this way so that you can see me. Feet come off the ground if you can, and all you are doing is moving your arms from side to side, looking in the direction that you are going.
Exercise.
If that is too difficult and you can't create that balance, okay, put your feet down, okay? You can still touch from side to side. If that's way too easy, okay, you can lean as far back as you can and move your hands from side to side. Okay, so those are your options. Feet on the floor or feet lifted up. Keep breathing.
Rest.
And rest there, well done. Okay, we are now doing crunch kicks. So this is a tricky one, and you need balance to be able to do this. We're sitting back a bit, our feet are off the ground, hands tucked in, and all you are doing is moving your legs out from from side to side.
Exercise.
Off we go. Move your legs out from side to side. If this is too difficult, put your hands behind you here, okay? And just move your body from side to side and kick out like this, okay? If you've got lower back pain, which I hope none of you don't, this is also good, okay? So, engage that core, moving side to side. Keep going.
Rest.
Oh, I can really feel this in my abs now. Glute bridge. Down into this position, and all you're going to do is lift your hips upwards, okay? Hands by your side, feet firmly on the ground, and raise your hips up and down. That's all you're doing is that motion.
Exercise.
If you want to make this more difficult, okay, you can put one leg up in the air and lift like that. And obviously change legs. I'm going to stick to 2 feet on the floor. You choose the level that's best for you. Keep going, nearly there.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, our last movement is a donkey kick, okay? So this is also for our glutes. You're going to go into a tabletop position, and all you are doing is kicking one leg up in the air and then alternating sides, okay? So
exercise.
One leg up in the air and then the other. So kick up to the ceiling. Keep going. You should also feel this in your hamstrings too. And rest. Well done. Okay, we've got 20 seconds rest. We are going from the top again. So, back into that ab crunch. Into this position, back flat on the floor. We're sliding our hands up our thighs. And we are ready in 2, 1, off we go.
Exercise.
Crunch up, slide your hands all the way up. Try and get those shoulders off the floor if you can.
Rest.
Well done, rest there. Okay, back to those heel touches. Same position as before, but this time we are tapping our heels from side to side. Okay, this is working those lat muscles. Remember, easier, your heels are closer to you.
Exercise.
Or, if you want to make it super hard, get those feet further away from you. I'm not that flexible, so I'm going to put my feet here. Okay, side to side, touch those heels. Keep breathing. You should really feel this in your obliques. Keep going.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, into those leg raises. Legs as straight as possible, okay? Up in the air, lowering down as slowly as we can. Try not to let your heels touch the floor. And then we bring them back up. So a nice, slow, controlled movement.
Exercise.
Off we go. All the way down and all the way back up again. Okay, so really control that movement down. You should really feel this in your lower abdomen.
Rest.
And rest there, well done. Okay, we're going into a reverse crunch. So remember, legs still up in the air. Okay, and we are ever so slightly pushing our feet to the ceiling, and we should feel it again in those lower abs. So, feet go up, Cross it at the
Exercise.
top and pulse upwards. It's almost like a little pulsing movement. Okay, I'm not swinging my legs like this. Okay, it's just a small movement and I'm pushing my feet up to the ceiling, and you should feel this in your abs. If you can't feel it in your abs, you're not doing it right. Okay, so don't swing.
Rest.
And rest there, well done. Okay, next one. We are back into those Russian twists. Okay, so remember, I'll face you. Feet can come off the ground, okay, and we move side to side, or they can stay onto the floor if you feel more comfortable. Whatever your level.
Exercise.
Okay, off we go. Always look to where you're touching as well. That will give you a deeper movement. Keep going. Keep those feet on the floor.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, crunch kicks. So, remember, you can either have your hands here and we are kicking out with our feet off the floor, or if you've got strong enough muscles, you can keep your hands here.
Exercise.
From side to side. Okay, so a very similar movement to those Russian twists. Okay, hands can go here if you need a little bit more support, or if you're like me and a bit old and your back hurts, you can also do this. So twisting a little and kicking outwards. Keep going, we've only got 2 movements left. Let's go.
Rest.
Rest there, good, okay. Now into our glute work. All we are doing is back into this position, our heels come as close to our bum as possible, okay, and we're just pushing up. That's all we're doing, really simple movement. Off we go.
Exercise.
Okay, so hips move up. Like I said before, if you want to make this more difficult for yourself, take one of your legs off the floor and move up. Place your foot down and change legs, okay? I'm going to keep both my feet on the floor. You do whatever suits you best. And drive your hips up.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, last movement for the ab work. Your abs should be on fire now, I know mine are. So, donkey kicks. Remember, we're in this tabletop position, okay, and we're just kicking our legs up and alternating legs. Okay, ready? In 3,
Exercise.
2, 1, let's go. Kick your leg up. As high to the ceiling as you can go. Maintaining our balance throughout. Keep going, nearly there.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, that is our abs done. We are now moving on to some stretch work. Okay, so we're going to keep 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. First of all, you can sit nicely on the floor. Okay, cross your legs, whatever's comfortable for you, and we're just going into some
Exercise.
So we're just moving our head slowly round and round, okay? You can change direction if you wish. So just moving the head round and round. Not too quickly. Okay, change direction whenever suits.
Rest.
Good, okay, our next stretch, we are going to go into that shoulder stretch. You definitely would have done this in PE before. Okay, so one arm comes across the body, okay, and we hook our other one under. To make this deeper, we can move our arm further away, or not so deep, have it close to our shoulder. Off we go.
Exercise.
So we're going to hold this for 30 seconds, which is how long we should be holding every stretch that we do. And these stretches will not only prevent injury, okay, they'll also make us a lot more mobile, which is really important. Our flexibility helps us in lots of different sports. So like I said, move that arm further along or closer to you, whatever feels comfortable for you.
Rest.
Good, okay, stretch it out, shake your arms out, and we're just going to go over to the other side. So exactly the same again. Arm comes across, the other arm hooks underneath, and we're just going to hold this. We're waiting for that timer. Off we go. 30
Exercise.
seconds. I can really feel that all the way along here in my arm. As you get more into the stretch, it might not hurt as much, or you might not feel it as much, so you can move your arm along.
Rest.
Good, okay, we are now, shake that out, shake your arms out. Okay, we are now going to go into a tricep stretch, okay? So, arm comes over the top. Okay, we've all done this one before, I'm sure, and we should feel a nice stretch all the way down our tricep. Okay, so, off
Exercise.
we go. If you are super flexible, unlike me, you might be able to grab your hands right at the back. I would turn around, but I can't. Okay, so if you can, give that a go, but I'm going to opt for this stretch. So holding it there.
Rest.
Good, and release that. Okay, shake those arms out again, and all you're going to do is go onto the opposite side. Okay, so it's that motion again. Once again, if you can clasp both your hands at the back, so I can do it on one side and not the other, then you go for it. Okay,
Exercise.
so, over the top we go. Hold that stretch. 30 seconds again. And you should feel that all the way down here, which is your tricep muscle. Big deep breaths as well, they help us stretch.
Rest.
Good, okay, shake that out. What we're going to do now is stretch out our hip flexors. So, come onto your knees, 1 foot steps forward, doesn't matter which one you go with. Okay, so you're in this position, and all we are going to do is stretch our hip forward.
Exercise.
As comfortable as possible. If you want to put your hands here for balance, you can. This foot at the back can either be flat on the floor or have your toes under, whatever is most comfortable for you. And you should feel a stretch all the way down your hip. As you breathe in and then out, you might be able to stretch deeper into that stretch.
Rest.
Excellent, okay, and all you're going to do now is simply change over to the other side. Okay, so 1 foot comes in front, and we are going to lean into it so that we feel a stretch in that hip flexor.
Exercise.
And off we go. So deep breath in, and as we breathe out, you should be able to go deeper into that stretch.
Rest.
Well done. Okay, our next stretch. We are going to go into something called the pigeon, okay? So this requires a little bit of flexibility. Hands go in front of us. One of our legs, doesn't matter which, okay, comes in front so that we create a kind of straight position in front of us, and our
Exercise.
other leg goes out behind us, okay? If you want to, okay, you can go down onto your elbows or onto your chest, depending on how flexible you are. And you should feel a stretch all the way down your kind of glute and hamstring area, okay? Have a play around with this one and see where is comfortable from you. If you can get your chest to the floor, brilliant, okay? But don't push yourself too much.
Rest.
Good, and we are simply just going to change legs, okay? So one goes out, the other one comes in front. Try and create that right angle with this leg here, okay? So you want to get it as straight as possible. The other one goes straight out behind you, and we come down into anywhere that's comfortable. Okay,
Exercise.
I'm comfortable here. You might be comfortable here, or with your chest on the floor.
Rest.
Good, okay, come out of there. Last couple of stretches, we are going to come into this position. Feet out in front of us. All you're going to do is try and touch your toes, okay? You should feel this in the back of your calves and hamstrings. If you can grab your toes, go for it.
Exercise.
If you can get your chest to your thighs, excellent. That means you've got brilliant flexibility. If not, don't worry. Hold on to your shins, okay? The further or the more you do this, you'll find the further and further you can go down your legs. So hold that wherever is comfortable.
Rest.
Good, okay. From there, we are now going to just stretch out our quads. These are our last two movements. All you are going to do is move your right leg behind you so that you're in this position. You should feel a stretch here, okay? To make that more intense, you can either
Exercise.
go forward onto your toe, okay? Or you're going to come round this side and stretch over the top. So really feel it in this leg. To make this more intense, we can really lean over our leg. This is as far as I can go, but you might be able to get further.
Rest.
Good, okay, and like we've done with everything else, switch over to the other side. So this leg comes behind us, get nice and comfortable, okay. Give that a little stretch to make sure our hamstrings completely stretch, and then we come over to the other side. Okay, I'm holding on to this leg and I am stretching over.
Done. Great workout. You spent
Ignore
23
the
minutes
timer.
30 seconds exercising.
And the nice American lady. Okay, you've got 15 seconds left and then we are done. And 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of there. Good. If you want to carry on and do any other stretches that you might know or any yoga poses, then please feel free to do so. So that really should have got your abs working. I know mine were sore. And there's a bit of mobility stretch. It's really, really good to do these as many times a week as you can. So you could tag this onto one of the more intense exercises that we've put up, or exercise videos I should say. So do this as much as possible, but I hope you enjoyed it, and very well done everyone.